What is up? Welcome back to Softcore History. I am your host for the week, Rob Fox, joined as always by Dan Regester.
It is that weird in-between time, Christmas, New Year's. Nobody knows what day it is. Nobody knows what they're supposed to be doing.
It's the best time of the year.
Oh, it's great.
I aspire to live my entire life like that.
You're in the in-between. This
Yeah.
is purgatory in real life.
It's wonderful. It's
Nobody's
magical.
really working
It's what I imagine like a celebrity's schedule is like.
or unemployed.
Well, yeah, either or.
I've been living this for 6 months now.
I chose the glass half full example, but yeah, I guess either way.
My life doesn't change much. This is what I go through every day.
It's just like the taking a dump part of the year where it's like if I'm on the toilet, no one can bother me.
So you were just scrolling your phone for a week
Yeah.
on the toilet.
Yeah.
It's a good representation of what this is.
And I love it. It's my favorite part of the year by far. Like Christmas Eve to New Year's Day.
You can be a total piece of shit.
Oh, it's wonderful. But especially those middle, the 26th, 27th, 28th, those days.
Nothing's expected of you.
Nothing. You are not meant to be a good citizen.
Plus, your kids already have the toys. They're off in their rooms.
Yeah, they're doing whatever.
Doing their own thing. You can get a couple naps in. Maybe throw on a bowl game.
Oh, boy. Falling asleep in front of a bowl game.
That's what this is for, man. We can't get rid of bowl games. It's valuable nap time.
It really is. It's the background noise that just lulls me to sleep every time.
Plenty of leftovers from your Christmas dinner, whether you're doing the 7 fishes, you make another turkey. Maybe you do some Chinese takeout.
We're pre-recording, even though we might not have needed to all along.
Yeah, so I guess you might not go to St. Louis.
Because all of my children are fucking ill with hand, foot, and mouth, apparently.
Kids are a cesspool disease.
And if I can peel back the curtain of my marriage for a minute, my wife texted me and was like, I'm pretty sure I have it. I have diarrhea, and I have to drive home with diarrhea. I was
That's
like,
pretty sweet.
Cool. Sounds fun.
It's a cool marriage you guys have.
Yeah.
Being so open.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly just for her to be like, look at how hard I have it. When I get home, you will be doing everything.
See, this is actually that week between Christmas and New Year's is hell for you.
Yeah, well...
You don't get to go to your sanctuary of work.
Yeah, seriously. Well, once they have the toys, that'll be fine. And when she clocks out, when she's like, I'm sick, I got to clock out, I'm just like, all right, well, I'm only half clocking in. So that's when the screen time really hits a fucking peak.
Yeah.
It's when she's like, just sick. And I'm like, dude, fuck this.
Anyway, this is a history show. Welcome in.
Yeah. We have a fun one today. We have a fun topic today. I've seen this guy before, but I've never done an episode on him. Today, we are talking about Moe Berg.
Damn it, dude. That's what I picked for the Patreon episode.
Is it really?
No.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just waiting for the one day where it happens.
It's
where we pick the same topic.
It's a miracle in like 5 years we haven't done that.
I know. So we'll record sometimes multiple episodes in the same day, not knowing the other person's topic. If you're new to the show, this is the format. Somebody brings a topic and we react.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting for that one day where we pick the same topic.
And it's more so because I feel like, very similar in taste.
I don't think so.
That we would pick.
No, that's kind of why we do what we do, where we, besides not putting all the work on one person, the different taste and different variety of topics for each individual, especially when Jake was here.
Yeah.
It was uniquely their topic.
Yeah.
We don't really cross over.
Jake was
that much.
the most unique of the three of us. There was a very specific Jake episode.
He did a lot of cults.
Yeah. Yeah. He did. A lot of cults, a lot of conspiracies.
He leaned into that. I tried to take over that kind of baton a little bit here and there.
With Guiteau and the other guys. But yeah, Moe Berg, right up my alley. We're talking baseball and we're talking World War II today.
Hell yeah.
So Berg was born to Bernard Berg. He was a pharmacist and an immigrant from Ukraine, and his mom was Rose Berg. She was a homemaker. They're both Jewish. Lived in Harlem in New York, just a few blocks. He was born from the Polo Grounds,
Okay.
where the famous baseball stadium that is long gone at this point. But that's where, if you don't know what the Polo Grounds is, Willie Mays, famous catch.
The catch.
Polo Grounds. If you're wondering why it's such an incredible catch, to center field was like 700 feet or something stupid like that.
Right. Left
Because
and right field.
It was like a racing track.
Super short
Yeah.
porches, but then if you went deep center, no chance.
None. So Berg, his dad bought a pharmacy in West Newark, and the family moved there. Berg family moved again to a nicer section in Newark called Roseville. And I think his dad wanted to move there essentially because there's good schools, middle-class residents, and this part was a little interesting, but it actually makes sense to me and not in a horrible way. There weren't a lot of Jews in that area of the town, and I think he just really wanted to be like not like he wanted to assimilate and just be like an American essentially. Okay. Not be like, oh, I'm living in the Ukrainian part of town or the Jewish part of town. Like I just want to be mixed in with everyone else.
He wanted to become an American.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you had to throw that in. Maybe we can cash in on some of that anti-Jew SEO that's been going around.
Oh boy, it's hot. So Berg started playing baseball when he was 7 years old. He played for the Roseville Methodist Episcopal Church baseball team, but he
playing CYO ball.
Yeah, well, kind of, yeah. He went under the pseudonym. He didn't play as his name, Moe Berg, because he was Jewish. So he told him his name was Runt Wolf.
It's a solid alias.
It seems like he was gassing himself up, like put the young wolf in.
But not when it's Runt. Runt Wolf?
Yeah, I know.
It's a tiny wolf.
Yeah, Runt Wolf.
Was he a small man?
No, not really. I mean, I think
or was it like jumbo shrimp?
Yeah, maybe that's what it. Yeah. But no, he was pretty normal, I think, size and everything because spoiler alert, he would go on to play Major League Baseball.
The church wasn't involved in the league?
No.
Okay.
So at 1918...
No, have you seen, though, like college football teams or a lot of baseball teams, they'll put up graphics with their craziest opponents?
Oh, my high school, CBC, Christian Brothers College High School in St. Louis, we have played Notre Dame.
Didn't you guys also qualify for like a bronze medal in the Olympics?
We won the silver medal in the 1904 Olympics in soccer.
That's sweet. Yeah, a bunch of plumbers, like literal plumbers, their union played Indiana.
Yeah. So my high school has
back
played
in 1907.
My high school's played Notre Dame in football and won a silver medal in the Olympics.
So if you ever make that joke, firemen and plumbers.
Sometimes it's not firemen and plumbers. Sometimes it's children.
Sometimes it's actual kids.
Yeah. Many times, in fact, it's children. Like that is such a weird thing too, because they would play like children in one game and then like grizzled men in like the very next.
Inmates sometimes.
Inmates from I'm not wearing my hat today, but the Wyoming State Penitentiary
played a high school.
Yeah, multiple times.
I think worked them too.
Oh, they beat the shit out of them.
Yeah,
it's hard men.
And then some of them got executed like months and years later.
Yeah. So at the age of 16, 1918, Berg graduates from Barringer High School. He was kind of an outsider there a little bit just because he was like the only Jewish person. Most people were Italian Catholics or Protestants. But during his senior year, he was selected for what would be considered the all-city team. It was the 9-man, quote, dream team that the Newark Star Eagle chose for public and private high school baseball players. He was a third baseman, starting third baseman on the all-city team.
How was his glove?
Really good.
Okay.
Actually. So he would eventually convert to catcher, and
What were baseball gloves like back then?
In 1918?
Yeah.
Like an oven mitt?
Everything had to hurt.
Oh, yeah. Well, the only thing that's nice is they're not really squaring it up as well.
No. Ball's probably a little softer. Maybe not.
Actually, no, because it's the dead ball era.
Maybe harder.
Yeah, it's a rock.
Okay.
So, yeah, but it is the dead ball era. So it's not bouncing off the bat quite as hard.
They're not juiced for Aaron Judge to break some imaginary record.
Or hot take, people think they juiced Albert Pujols balls in his last year, too, so he could get to 700.
I'm not going to take any Albert Pujols slander. Just because you hate the Cardinals. I don't like the Cardinals either, but Pujols is maybe one of the best players to ever live.
I don't hate Pujols. his 10-year stretch to start his career was probably the best 10 years of any clean player.
It's better than Trout.
Yeah. For those 10 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, Trout makes up for it defensively because Pujols is at a non-important defensive position.
Dude, first base is very important. Scooping?
It's not the same as center field.
First base is very important.
It is.
Most plays are to first base.
It is not as important as center
Get
field.
out of my face, you stupid data boy.
All right.
I'm an eye test guy only.
Okay. Yeah, that's why Willie Mays played first base.
God damn it. Dude, it doesn't matter. Most plays are to first base. It's very important to have a good defensive first baseman.
I don't disagree, but
To bail like a bunch of like bad throws out.
dog, it's not that hard. Bryce Harper just walked over there and started playing it.
Because Bryce Harper is an elite athlete.
There's a whole plot point to Moneyball where they're just like, yeah, you, Scott Hatterberg, you hobo, go play first base. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm not a first base. Like, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Whatever you say. Whatever fucking fantasy you want to live in.
All right. Berg, after graduating from Behringer, enrolls at NYU. Mm-hmm. Spends 2 semesters there playing baseball and basketball. So he's a D1 2-sport athlete.
That's it? Everyone then played like 9 sports.
I don't think he was interested in football.
No track.
He definitely was not a track. I mean, maybe he could have shot put or something, but he wasn't a runner for sure.
Lacrosse, maybe.
But in 1919, Berg transferred to Princeton University, and for the rest of his life, never brought up going to NYU again. He was like, "No, I went to Princeton.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm a Princeton man. I went to Princeton." Like, what'd you? I thought freshman year. No, I went to Princeton.
I mean, Princeton then, too, was more established, I suppose, in sports. Very much so.
Oh yeah, I don't even think it was from a sports perspective that he was like that. But yes, they were winning national titles.
Yeah.
Like in everything. They were football for sure, but I'm sure they were winning whatever the baseball championship was and whatever else. I don't even know if basketball was happening yet. I guess it was, but
Naismith?
he like literally he's coaching at KU at that point.
Yeah.
So Berg was, among other things, being a great athlete and stuff like that, also insanely intelligent. He graduated magna cum laude with a BA in modern languages. But
Do you want to know something funny?
What?
My dad went to my college graduation and I guess told my mom, like, man, that's a really big family. They just keep saying that word over and over again, that family name. Not college educated, obviously. But he's like, man, what is it? The Magna Cum Laude family? That was,
Good Lord.
you're fucking massive here.
It's Italians all over this school.
Everywhere. So, shouts to the old man, Waterman Dan.
I love that. He studied 7 languages, and he could speak even more languages than this, I believe. But he studied Latin, Greek, French, Spanish, Italian, German, and Sanskrit.
Useless.
And I believe he also ended up learning Japanese as well, but I'll get to that. So
Because he served?
no, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. So even though he was at Princeton and he was an athlete and a good student, he was kind of always on the outside of the social scene because he was not rich. His dad was a middle-class pharmacist, and he was Jewish. So he kind of didn't quite become super popular there, I guess. But he played first base at Princeton on an undefeated Princeton team. And then sophomore year, they moved him to short. He wasn't a good hitter, wasn't a good base runner, but defense first. Defense first guy at short.
Said not a good hitter? Useless.
He's he was not, he wasn't a bat.
Put him at second then.
You could have a shortstop hitting under 300.
I don't like that. I need my shortstop to get on base.
You need your shortstop to make plays.
Defensively, yeah. He's got to be the honestly best defender probably on the team.
Easily.
Most athletic at least. But I would like my fucking shortstop to just,
Yeah, everybody wants.
squeak one through the hole and then steal some bases.
I agree with that.
He doesn't have to be a power guy.
No, you
I
don't.
would prefer power.
You don't need A-Rod.
No.
There. Trey Turner is fine.
Yeah, Trey Turner's perfect.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I
That sounded like quite a
Peak-
backhanded compliment.
no, peak Trey Turner helped win me a fantasy baseball league.
Whatever.
Trey Turner in his prime, Well past
Tell
out.
me more about your fantasy baseball team.
I'm just saying, Trey Turner puts up numbers. He does everything you want. He gets on base. He steals bases. He hits home runs.
Great glove.
Great glove. The best slider in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. But even though he wasn't much of a bat at first, Berg did grow into it. He hit 337 his senior year when he was captain of the team. And he hit 611 against Princeton's arch rivals, Harvard and Yale.
Okay, so when it mattered,
Yeah.
he was a clutch hitter.
Yeah. And because this is the Ivy League we're talking about, when they were playing teams, probably not Harvard and Yale because they might have picked up on this, but when they were playing other teams, maybe when Rutgers came to town, they would, him and the second baseman would communicate plays to each other in Latin.
Why? Just so they wouldn't get their fucking signs stolen?
Yeah.
I guess. It's a little try hard for me.
It's Princeton in 1919 or whatever. I mean,
Whatever. It's still a little much.
Fair enough.
What if you go to Catholic Mass and you're on the other team? You probably know what they're saying.
If there's a Catholic on base, he's going to pick it up.
Yeah. So quite a hole in their logic.
On June 26, 1923, Princeton played Yale at Yankee Stadium for the championship of the Big Three, which I believe is just...
Damn, dude. Ice Cube. Time traveling?
yeah, that was his first league.
He brought it back.
It was just the championship between Princeton, Yale, and Harvard, just who kind of wins the season series. Yale did beat Princeton 5-1, but Berg had a good day. He had 2 hits. He was 2 for 4, had a single and a double, and he made a couple dazzling plays at shortstop.
Do we have any?
Footage? No, absolutely not. I don't even know if we have a drawing.
It'd be very funny if we had footage of that and not Wilt's 100-point game.
It would. They probably cared more about that than basketball 40 years later, like an Ivy League baseball game.
There's so many colleges that are now irrelevant that were everything back then.
Everything. Well, just the whole East Coast, the Northeast of sports,
at least, yeah.
for college sports.
Rutgers.
First Natty.
Rutgers football. Always remember 1869.
Yep. So since this game was at Yankee Stadium and it was between 2 big schools, the New York Giants and the Brooklyn Robins, a.k.a. the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Should have stuck with the Robins. It's nice. It's pleasant.
I don't hate it. They were there kind of scouting.
Actually, every Major League Baseball team should be named after a bird.
I like the bird
Give
team.
me 30 different birds.
I like the bird teams.
We should have a bird league.
Okay. Yeah, I could.
We could do it. There's 30 different types of
Yeah,
birds.
you got Hawks, Falcons,
Orioles.
Orioles.
Blue
Yeah, I'm
Jays,
just picking names that aren't in the MLB
Cardinals.
right now.
Yeah.
Blue Jays. How many bird teams are there? Like 5?
Cardinals, Blue Jays, Orioles.
Oh, shit. Just 3?
I've only recently picked up baseball again.
Again. But you grew up with baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Not like the teams have changed that much.
Just the Nationals, really.
Yeah, that's it. Since the last time you paid attention.
R.I.P. to the Expos.
Yeah. Which, I don't know why they want to put a team back in Montreal. Like you and me as people that grew up watching NL East teams, like remember that stadium was empty constantly.
I don't know. Have you seen the Expo documentary?
No, I didn't watch it, no.
They used to care when they were good, when they were stacked. In fact, the year that they had the strike, they probably would have won the World Series.
Oh, the Braves would have come back and won that division. They were never going to make the playoffs.
The Expos were going to win the World Series that year.
I think they had Randy and Pedro on the staff.
They have Vlad, too, right?
Yeah, I think very young Vlad, but I think they had Vlad. They had Larry Walker also. Or no, they didn't. They didn't have Larry
I just
Walker
remember it
that
was a stacked team.
Yeah, it was.
It's a good doc.
Yeah, I'll watch it at some point. So these teams wanted to get a Jewish guy on their team
Okay.
because they wanted to appeal to. It was representation matters, basically. Like there's a huge Jewish population in New York. To sell tickets and to get more interest from the Jewish population,
DEI back then?
they wanted to get a Jewish player on the team. Yeah, literally, yes. So they expressed interest in Berg, who had a good game, and his senior year was captain, and he did become a good college player. So the Giants were really interested, but they already were stacked at shortstop. The Robins, a.k.a. the Dodgers, weren't very good, and they were not stacked at shortstop, so they offered Berg a contract, and he signed for $5,000 which is 92 grand today. And Berg played his first game for the Robins a month later. On June 27th, 1923, he was in the bigs.
Yeah, I don't think there was much of a process to work your way up.
No.
It was like, all right, are you better than the guy that also does a shift as a milkman?
This is around the time, too, when farm systems, the farm system is being developed. Branch Rickey's with the Cardinals at this point, and he's the first person to do minor leagues.
You also financially just can't only be a minor league baseball player.
Certainly not back then.
No.
So he takes the
What do you do? What? A child's game?
Yeah. Grow
Sir,
up.
get back
Get to
into
the
the mills.
Yeah, get back in the mill, you child. You Peter Pan.
Go back to the mines.
So his first game is against the Phillies.
We've been around for a long time.
Yeah. He came in at the start of the 7th, subbing in at shortstop, and the Dodgers were already, the Robins, Dodgers, whatever. They're up 13-4. Berg had 5 plays at short, caught a line drive to start a game-ending double play. He was 1 for 2, scored a run. Nice little start to the career.
They win or lose?
They won.
I think you intentionally added
I
that
didn't.
that note to take a shot at me. Seems like it. Seems like you just really wanted to needle me with, Phillies lost.
Yeah, the Phillies lost a random game in 1923. Eat it.
I'm so upset.
Eat it, bitch.
I think we do have the most losses in professional sports history.
Yeah, I mean, you've been around for over 100 years, and they play 150 games a year for...
Yeah. I'm also just going to claim Oakland Athletic, or whatever they are, the Athletics. They're just a team without a city. They're championships.
Take Phillies.
They're the Philadelphia A's.
I claim the Atlanta Hawks for... Say they won a championship in St. Louis, so count it.
Yeah. If it happened in my city, it counts for my city.
So for the season, Berg wasn't great, though. He hit 187 and made 21 errors in 47 games. After the season was over, he went abroad to Paris and hung out there. And for whatever reason, just because he was a genius, I guess, took 32 different classes at the Sorbonne, which is like their Harvard or whatever.
I couldn't tell you what that is.
It's a very prestigious university.
I am acting like my father when he went to my graduation. You just said something, I have no idea what it was.
Thought it was ice cream. Oh, a little Sorbonne.
Little Sorbonne.
Yeah.
It really cleanses the palate.
Yeah. Oh, I love a Sorbonne after a baguette. Just a nice bowl of cool Sorbonne after. Spring training rolls around the next year, and they're like, hey, did you train this off season? And he was like, nah, I was in Paris going to school. And they were like, yeah, we can tell.
You come back fat?
He just came back shitty. Like he hadn't swung a bat since his last game.
Just a ton of baguettes.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, well, you are getting demoted to the Minneapolis Millers. And Berg is like, dude, fuck this. And
Back to the mills.
Yeah. He's about to quit baseball, but by mid-April, he just sucks it up and reports for duty or whatever. He crushes in the minor leagues, hits .330, but kind of slumps and gets put back on the bench. He was lent to the Toledo Mud Hens and became the starting shortstop there when their current starting shortstop...
It's another bird.
Yeah, Mud Hens. Yeah.
See? It'd be so easy.
Yeah. The Mud Hens needed a shortstop because their starter, Rabbit Helgeth, he refused to pay a $10 fine for poor play back when they used to fine people for playing like shit.
Bring that back.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, you've gone to like 0 for 15.
Yeah.
I think they do that like unofficially still. Like if you make like a base running error, you'll get fined by like the players will be like, you owe us $100.
You have like a swear jar?
Yeah, they do. A lot of teams do
Poor
that.
play jar. Just throw it in this little thing at the end of the season. And I guess the best player statistically at the end of the year gets all the money.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That every team
That's
should do
the
that.
bonus.
Every team should do that.
Quarterback play, you throw an interception, $1,000.
I mean, you can't make them scared to throw it.
For every touchdown, $5,000 bonus. For every interception, we dock $15,000.
Okay.
And it could bounce it.
That would be funny if they had in contracts, like, because, you hit a certain number, you get bonuses, right? Like you throw 20 touchdowns or hit 20 home runs, you get a bonus.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if they were like, 20 interceptions, you get a D bonus.
You actually pay us.
You're penalized, for throwing that
You
many.
played for free this year. You're in the hole. You got to re-sign our contract you owe us like 3 years of labor.
Yeah. So he plays because the other guy's like, I'm not paying this fucking fine. A major league scout was there for the Dodgers to see if he had gotten any better. But they were like, no, all glove, no bat. But by 1925, Berg was starting to show promise as a hitter, again in the minor leagues, and the Chicago White Sox exercised an option on him and picked him up for $6,000, and he went to the White Sox.
What year?
26.
Okay.
1926.
A franchise in turmoil, even though it has been like almost a decade.
But probably still.
But still probably feeling the ramifications.
The White Sox have a pretty grim history. It's not a good organization. It's just an old organization.
Listen, we're going to talk about them on my Patreon episode for a little bit.
The White Sox?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So Berg is like, I'll play for you, but I'm not going to spring training because I'm going to Columbia Law School. And the White Sox are like, God damn it. So they have to sign another dude to play shortstop while he's at law school. And Berg only plays in 41 games. He goes back to Columbia the following year. And the White Sox owner, Charles Comiskey, is like, I will give you more money.
Comiskey Park.
Yeah, I will give you more money if you just skip law school, for the love of God. And Berg is like, nah, I'm going to be late for the 1927 season, going back to law school. Finally, one of his professors is like, oh my God, I'll talk to the dean and we'll make something work out where you can
Get
take
an honorary
extra
law degree.
Yeah, they're like, well, you can take extra classes in the fall after the season's over. Go play baseball, you moron.
Yeah, please just take classes when we don't have a season.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Like a professor steps in and is like, what are you doing? Just go play, you idiot.
Yeah.
So he goes to play.
They paid off the professor. That's what it was.
Yeah, Comiskey's just like calls him. He's like, look, I need you to get this
Need a
asshole on the
solid-
field. So he's mostly still backing up.
Have we had an athlete recently that has kind of flirted with outside occupations other than sports? I remember when Josh Rosen got drafted, he was like, I'm more interested in like becoming a doctor.
Yeah. So not counting like podcasting or anything like that.
Yeah, let's not count podcasting.
No.
That's something you can do while you play.
Yeah.
As is evident for every other player having a podcast.
I think wasn't there a Florida State player who, like a cornerback who was really good, but he was a Rhodes Scholar. He went on to become a doctor.
Probably, that sounds right.
I think that was.
I'm just trying to think of like name brands, name value.
I can't think of anyone that big.
Okay.
Because why would you? There's no doctor on earth that makes as much money as
I guess Andrew Luck just quit football early.
Yeah. But he still works in football.
He's a GM.
Yeah. For Stanford.
But I think he was trying to do other stuff before that. And then football always comes calling.
Yeah. He just didn't want to be in pain anymore.
Yeah, no pain, no brain injuries. Got out early.
I respect it.
To a degree. Or you could just be like Philip Rivers, getting back out there at 44,
Boy.
slinging it.
I think he's in great shape, though. He's chasing 10 kids around.
They were all in the press box.
Oh, my God. They needed
Going nuts.
They need 2 suites for that family. It's insane.
Yeah.
So in August, the White Sox, their entire catching core gets hurt. All 3 of them. They have no, like even their emergency catcher out. So they're like, fuck, who do we use? And they end up going with Berg. They moved Berg to catcher. He did a good job filling in. And
Catcher sucks.
what, playing it?
Yeah, I played catcher growing up my like entire youth. It's the worst position.
Oh, yeah, you get abused.
Yeah. Everyone like blames you for things too.
What, you get blamed for not framing up a strike in 4th grade?
Essentially, yeah. It's like, dude, you gotta get better frame. I don't know, man. It's a bad pitch.
Yeah. How do you want me to frame that? That
Or
was
like stopping pitches when it's, well, you know, with fucking 12-year-olds throwing it in the dirt.
Yeah. Also, like, how do you frame a ball that's going 40 miles an hour? The umpire can see it the entire time.
It's a fair point. Yeah.
It's not like a 95-mile-an-hour fastball where it's like, I kind of saw it.
made an entire meal between the release and me catching it.
I clocked that thing the whole way. So Berg fills in, but the White Sox are like, all right, well, we need a real catcher. So they were going to get the Phillies catcher, Frank Brugge, and he was going to catch for them against the New York Yankees. But the White Sox pitcher who was going for that day, Ted Lyons, was like, I'm not pitching to him. And they were like, why? And they were like, the pitcher was like, he's too fat. I'm not pitching to that fat fuck.
The guy was too fat to be a catcher?
According to the pitcher. He was like, I'm not, he's not me my battery mate, that fat fuck.
Yeah, but he's going to use his body to stop more balls.
He didn't want it. He was like, I'm not throwing to fatty.
Okay.
So,
I mean, holding your teammates accountable, I suppose.
Yeah. So they're like, well, okay, who do you want to catch, dude? Who do you want to be the catcher? He was like, Berg. Put Berg in.
I just think like a bigger target would be nice visually to pitch to.
Apparently not for this guy. And this is what's really weird about it, too, that he didn't want the fat guy.
Catchers were like notoriously fat for like 50 years in baseball history.
That is the like stereotype, right? The sloppy fat guy is the catcher.
Yeah. I mean, even John C. Reilly's a catcher.
That's the first one that came to mind in For the Love of the Game.
For the Love of the Game.
Obviously, you have Sandlot, the fat kid's the catcher.
Being a catcher, you should be fat.
Yeah.
I was a fat child playing catcher.
This is why it's especially odd. This pitcher, Lyons, he's a knuckleballer. That ball's going everywhere.
Again, you need to use that body to shield it.
Yeah.
Block the ball. You get a smaller body, that's going to be more pass balls.
So in Berg's first game as a starting catcher,
did he have like 12 pass balls?
He's catching a knuckleballer, and now I don't know if you caught what I said earlier. It's 1928, and they're playing the Yankees.
Murder's Row.
Yep. Ruth, Gehrig, the whole fucking team. They beat the Yankees 6-3.
Wow. It's all because of the game he called as a catcher.
Yep. They held Ruth hitless, and
wouldn't make it in today's game.
Yeah, I guess not.
No, I'm kidding.
And Berg apparently made the defensive highlight of the game when he caught a bad throw. I don't know if it was like up the line or whatever from the outfield, spun and tagged out Joe Dugan at the plate, and he caught 8 more times. And finally, to prepare for the next season, Berg took it seriously and actually prepared. Do you want to know how he trained in the offseason?
I imagine it wasn't weightlifting. No, so I'm trying to think of something physical but fun. Was he doing like tightrope walking?
No. He was a lumberjack.
Even better.
In the Adirondack Mountains.
I guess he didn't want to practice law anymore.
I don't know. Like this guy, it becomes a theme later in life. Like he can never decide what to do.
I can relate with that.
Yeah. He just can't pick a lane.
So many people in college were that way.
You have enough credit hours to graduate, but not enough credit hours in any like
specific
to graduate.
Yeah.
Like you've got 200 credit hours, but not enough in any lane to get out.
And then they just give you interdisciplinary studies.
Yeah, they're like even the college at that point is like, please leave.
I wonder if on resumes people see that and they're like, oh, this kid has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I never even put my major on a resume.
You didn't put your GPA?
No.
No, I never did either.
No. Absolutely not.
I certainly don't put my fucking education on my resume at all now.
I literally just put BA Missouri.
It might just, be like one line.
Just in case somebody hiring went there.
Nobody ever checks for like transcripts or legitimate
Oh, you could
degrees.
lie your fucking dick. I could put Harvard on there now.
I know. You don't have to pay for college, kids. You can just say you went.
Wait till you're 31, and then you could just start saying, yeah, you went there.
No, you can literally do it when you're fucking 22.
That's true. But you're more likely to be asked at that age. Unless you're like just applying for marketing or some dumb shit.
I worked for NBC and Golf Channel. They didn't ask for anything.
Yeah,
no proof.
That's fair.
I was like, all right, we just take your word for it.
Yeah. Why would you lie?
Why would you?
So
I think the move is to move to a college town, hang out, and maybe work, right? Like make a little money. just doing a bullshit job. Hang out with your boys, have a good time, do all the college stuff, maybe even join a fraternity on the low, just unofficially. Be like one of those unofficial ringer.
Jake said that
guys.
they had a bunch of like community college kids in their house.
We had a couple, not for our specific fraternity, but we knew fraternities that would pledge kids from Valencia.
Yeah.
At UCF. And yeah, same thing. But honestly, don't even need to go to community college. Just hang out, work a job, work 40 hours a week, party, have a good time. Then, when you're 22, apply for real jobs and just say you graduated.
Yeah.
Save yourself a bunch of money.
It's not the worst idea.
It's not.
It's not the worst idea.
It's just lie. I mean, people lie about their credentials all the time.
But the one thing you can't miss out on is the experience.
The college experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classes taught me nothing, really.
Very few.
Any technical knowledge I have with cameras, audio, everything, this is all self-taught. This is all just trial and error or YouTube.
But you learned the theory, the philosophy.
Sure. It was a total waste. But I had a good time.
Yeah.
And I got to play intramural sports, party, go to socials.
It's really just like a container where you can grow up.
Not a ton of consequences.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little playpen where you can fall down, get like kind of hurt, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So by the end of the next season, Berg was the starting catcher for the White Sox, and he was really good. He led the AL in caught stealing percentage, was third in the AL in double plays by a catcher, and was fifth in the American League in assists by a catcher.
We're just talking about a goddamn baseball player on this episode. There's got to be some type of like left turn here.
Yep, there is. Don't worry.
But you're getting like really in the weeds with his career.
So he does great, and he becomes a really, really solid defensive catcher. Like he becomes like, I don't know, a Molina brother.
You got neck tats too?
I wish. During the winter, he takes a job at a Wall Street law firm. Then he goes to the Indians. His career falters, and the Indians kind of let him go. He keeps playing for a while, and he gets invited to do a MLB tour in Japan, an MLB All-Star tour, because they needed a catcher.
Yeah.
In 1934. People that went included Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Lefty Gomez, and they're going to play against a Japanese all-star team, whatever. On 1934, while the rest of the team was playing, Berg went to St. Luke's Hospital in Tsukiji and said he was going to visit the daughter of the American ambassador who was in the hospital. But he got there and immediately went to the roof of the hospital, which was one of the tallest buildings in Tokyo, and filmed the entire port with his movie camera.
Okay.
In 1934.
He's a cinema file himself.
Or he knows that war is coming.
Oh, so he's spying on the Japanese?
Yeah, it's 1934. The Japanese are balls deep in China already.
Yeah, they're bucking.
Yeah.
The empire.
We have the Philippines right there. He's a smart guy. I think he knows that war is imminent, and he's like, this is pre-satellites.
Did he get hired by the U.S. government? What happened?
Well,
or is he just doing this as a citizen of the world? I don't know.
He's doing freelance. But when the Japanese do hit Pearl Harbor,
you also get the sweet trip to Japan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We don't have any beef with them at that point. You have a good time.
We don't have open beef, but we know that beef is broiling.
There's simmering tension.
Yeah. So Japan hits Pearl Harbor December 7th, 1941. And
a day that'll live in infamy.
Berg accepts a position with Nelson Rockefeller's office of the...
I thought you were going to say the Nelk Boys.
No. He accepts a position with Rockefeller in the office of the coordinator of Inter-American Affairs. So he immediately, once he's working, he's in intelligence at this point. So he immediately gives them his footage of Tokyo Bay, turns it over. So now they...
So was he kind of positioning himself for this? Like he was all about becoming a spy?
I think he shot that stuff because he thought it would be useful eventually.
Or he shot it as a hobby and then was like, oh, this is actually interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It could be either or because he's a weird guy.
They're up to something.
So he becomes an intelligence agent, And his first job is to go to the Caribbean and South America under the auspice of monitoring the health and fitness of American troops that were stationed there. But really, he was there to suss out just how much the South Americans liked the Nazis and how much the Nazis were entrenched in South America.
Mm-hmm.
He comes back and he's like, we're good. They're not going to get over there. We're fine. And they're not really into him. Then he joins the OSS, which is the precursor to the CIA.
Right.
In their special operations branch. He runs the Yugoslavia desk for the OSS, organizing guerrilla warfare in Yugoslavia, making sure they get weapons shipments, all this type of stuff.
Maybe causing problems down the line.
Yeah, well,
in Yugoslavia.
A little later, who knows what Moe Berg did.
He's single-handedly responsible for everything that happened in the Balkans.
Yeah. And he helped like recruit and prepare Slavic Americans to get dropped in and help lead resistance efforts in Yugoslavia.
I'm going to blame the Bosnian genocide on this guy.
On Moe Berg?
Yeah.
A glove first catcher for the White Sox?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like his actions, the butterfly effect, ends up being the reason why the Serbs just go in and try to wipe out
everything.
Bosnia.
But without Berg, maybe we don't have a Jokic and a Djokovic. Two goats lost forever.
They're Serbs, though. They're fine. Like
maybe they don't get as powerful.
I guess.
Yeah.
There would have been a Bosnian equal.
Yeah.
That got wiped out otherwise.
Exactly. Yeah. They never made it out of their own country's league. So in 43, he's like, I'm tired of being a desk jockey. I want to do something real. So he's assigned to Project Larson, which the mission is to kidnap Italian rocket and missile specialists and bring them to the U.S.
Why do we want Italians?
There was a couple guys who I guess were okay at it. And they
Italian rocket specialist?
Yeah, there was one guy in particular.
How's their space program?
Look,
It doesn't exist because we stole them?
Yeah, I guess so. We got it off the ground. The other reason they wanted them...
Look, we took the Nazi scientists. That makes sense. But we don't want the Italians. The Italians are lazy as fuck.
Well, we guess you got to cover all your bases, all right? Even if they're useless, you'd rather find that out.
And then just kind of let them go in your country, I suppose.
Yeah. Then let the Soviets take them in case they're not used. You cast a wide net.
All right.
So...
But of like the Axis powers, the Italians just
the
most useless.
Useless, absolutely useless. They also wanted to, like, essentially interview Italian physicists to figure out how close the Germans and Heisenberg were to a bomb.
Well, as Oppenheimer taught us, he was sabotaging himself.
Heisenberg was? Yeah. But we didn't know this.
It's fair.
So we needed to get as much info we could about the bomb.
I actually don't even know if that's legitimate. It's a good movie point, though.
Yeah.
Little plot point there.
In 44, Berg heads for Europe. He's mostly there to interview physicists and try to convince several to leave Europe and work in the United States, possibly on the Manhattan Project. In November, the OSS gets word that Heisenberg is going to Zurich, Switzerland, to give a lecture. They get Berg a ticket to the lecture.
Zurich doesn't really get talked about enough as like an elite city. It's a beautiful country, Switzerland.
Yeah. I heard it's amazing. I feel like it's one of those countries, though, where, most times you travel, even when you go to like New Zealand or something, like your money goes further.
Yeah.
But you go to Switzerland.
And it goes nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like, all the banks are here, bud.
Yeah.
Dollar here strong.
Yeah, that coffee is 50 American.
Shit.
Fuck, God damn it. These mountains are beautiful. Fuck.
Must be how like Australians or Canadians feel when they come over here with their money.
I mean, that's how they're all pissing their pants about World Cup prices. It's like, yeah, dude, it's being held in a humongous rich country that's easy to get to.
Mm-hmm. World Cup though is between three countries.
Yeah.
So maybe they're going to Mexico.
I would say if you want a discount, go to Mexico, asshole. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Pesos.
Yeah. And what's crazy too is that's these prices, and they're all being held in humongous stadiums.
We have the infrastructure. I don't know why.
We should just host every single one.
The U.S., Japan, anybody, England that already has these like stadiums that are pre-made, they should host every Olympics, every World Cup. Because then you put them in these other countries and they have to spend billions of dollars in infrastructure that they end up never using.
Yeah, Qatar uses slaves. Brazil just lets 1,000 people starve a day or something. Like it's insane.
Yeah, I mean, those are some of my favorite photos, though. We wouldn't have those photos if it wasn't for like Brazil building this world-class stadium that they leave empty for the next decade.
Oh, they
just it looks like I Am Legend.
It returns to the jungle.
It does.
Yeah,
those are sweet photos.
Like as soon as it's over, the jungle just eats it. So he goes to Zurich, and his whole point at that lecture is he needs to sit there, listen to Heisenberg, and see how close the Germans are to a bomb. Now, Berg is an incredibly intelligent man, so like if you pick up on anything, if you think that the Germans are getting close to a bomb from what you hear from Heisenberg on this lecture, here's a gun, and you're going to shoot him.
Okay, so he's going to be an assassin.
Yeah. They were like, if Heisenberg drops even the weirdest blink when he talks about the bomb, get him alone and put a bullet in his fucking head.
Okay.
So Berg attends the lecture, and he listens to what Heisenberg says.
And he realizes he has nothing.
Yep, and he doesn't kill him.
Or that was a little self-preservation on his part.
I kind of wondered that, too.
Because he kills Heisenberg, he's going to die, too.
Well, they're in Switzerland, so he'll just get arrested.
You got to imagine Heisenberg probably
Didn't come alone?
Some guards.
Yeah.
Some protection.
Yeah.
So he takes that shot, he's getting taken out.
Yeah. There's a very good chance. Berg is then sent to Italy to persuade Antonio Ferri, who was the head of the supersonic research program for Italy, to come to the United States and work on supersonic aircraft. This is on direct orders from FDR.
Okay.
He gets him. He turns Ferri, brings him to the U.S. to work on our supersonic planes.
Turning Ferri has multiple meanings.
Yeah, it does. But he turned him into a patriot. Because really, what's the pitch, though? The pitch is like, do you want to live in Russia or here? Because the Russians aren't going to ask. So.
Do you think that's the same question they had to Snowden?
I mean, it just seems like Operation Paperclip. It would just be the easiest sales pitch of all time. Like, have you seen pictures of America? Have you seen pictures of the Soviet Union? You're going to go to one of those two places. Which would you prefer?
Classic Western propaganda.
Yeah.
Saying Joseph Stalin was a bad man.
I don't believe. Then they just get to the Soviet Union. They're like, oh, God, everything was actually correct. Oh, fuck.
Recently, though, there's a lot of fucking people on the left that are like really into communism that just pump up Joey.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And pump up the Soviet Union.
Yeah, it's all just because they were part of World War II. They're like, see, we were awesome and tough.
Listen, they played a vital role and helped us win the war, but they are not the reason we won the war.
No.
They just threw bodies.
I
will remember Stalingrad I will, tip my cap for their contribution.
For basically like...
for just being a meat grinder.
Yeah, like they just distracted the Germans, essentially.
Classic mistake.
Although, I don't think they're going to... like I've said many times, they're not going to do to the Germans what they did if we're not, A, giving them stuff, and we're not, B, and more importantly, destroying every fucking German factory on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
So you're welcome.
Hitler might have succeeded invading Russia in the winter.
Yeah. If they could still make enough tanks.
Turns out, we cut that supply line.
Yep. So after Berg gets Ferry to immigrate to the United States, Roosevelt commented, "I see that Moe Berg is still catching very well."
I don't know if there's many people that have transitioned from shortstop to catcher.
More than you would think, actually. I think...
it's like once your knees go,
yeah,
we're going to put you in a position where your knees are going to get worse.
Well, it's more the type of thing, a lot of dudes with like big arms at shortstop, but maybe like not great range. If they can't move to third, they'll like move them to catcher or first.
Gotcha.
But at first base is obviously a waste of the arm.
It's just another shot at first base.
Bryce Harper literally plays first base because he can't fucking throw.
Yeah, but he can scoop.
I'm just saying, you don't throw the ball a lot at first base.
It just seems like you're trying to take as many shots at Bryce Harper as possible.
I'm not.
And I'm just not going to stand for it.
All right. I think Bryce Harper is a very fine player.
Very fine.
Very fine.
Sure.
Certainly top 10 of his era.
Just go on before I punch you.
In 1951, after the war, Berg begged the CIA to let him go to Israel to work there.
Oh, no.
But they denied his request. In 52, he was hired by the CIA to use his World War II contacts to get information on the Soviet atomic bomb project.
Wait, he was denied by Israel?
No, he was denied by the U.S. Like, we're not sending you there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe he was trying to work on behalf of Israel.
Yeah. So, but he does get hired to go spy on the Soviets, and they give him $10,000 plus expenses. And Berg it's like spring training all over again. He just doesn't come back, kind of. He doesn't like go to the Soviets. He just goes to Europe and does nothing.
Does he go on like a nice little vacation?
Basically. And the CIA officer who was like in charge of him was like, yeah, he's real flaky. And I'm sure Charles Comiskey was like, yeah, I fucking know. I could have told you that.
He goes to the beat of his own drum.
Yeah. For the next 20 years, Berg had no real job.
Dude, much respect. Did he just kind of like figure out loopholes in his time and intelligence to fund his retirement?
Nope. He just lived off friends and family who
He's going couch to couch?
Yep, who put up with him because he was charming and smart.
It's not like he made a ton of money in baseball then.
No.
Not to live off of.
No, not generational wealth or anything. He lived with his brother Samuel for 17 years, never got married. Samuel said that he was just like moody and bored after the war. Like he'd been a professional baseball player and a spy in World War II, so life was kind of just dull as shit at this point.
Yeah. I mean, the highest of highs.
Yeah.
Most intense adrenaline pumping situations you get yourself in. And
he's literally catching a knuckleballer while Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig are at the plate. He's sent to Switzerland to murder a guy working on the atomic bomb.
He's spying on both enemies and technically allies.
There's nothing, you have literally peaked. There's nothing else to do. So he just spends the rest of his life essentially like reading books. His family's like, will you get a job? And he's just like reading books.
I mean, that's why like so many veterans and a lot of former professional athletes, they kind of get into this quarter life, midlife crisis once their career is over because they've been in these like high pressure situations and now life is just so dull.
Yeah. They're not working towards any like immediate goals. And yeah, the adrenaline will never be the same. They're not on a team anymore.
Yeah. That really removes a lot. But granted, he's intelligence. He's probably alone a lot.
Yeah. And I think he is kind of alone. Like he likes being alone a little bit from what I could tell. He did receive a couple votes for the Hall of Fame. Didn't get in, but received votes. And some people at one point were like, they criticized him for wasting his intellectual talent on baseball because he was so smart. He had a law degree and all this other stuff.
Listen, his law professor pushed him into baseball.
Yeah. But he did pass the bar and he did get his law degree as well. So he has a law degree. He is a magna cum laude at fucking Princeton and a ex-baseball player and ex-spy. And he's just like, I don't want to work. This is pointless.
You got to put the law degree into practice at some point. Does he not at least try to take one case?
Nope. And when he was criticized for wasting his intelligence on baseball, he replied, I'd rather be a ball player than a justice of the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ain't that the damn truth?
I couldn't agree more. At one point, he had received a lot of requests to write his memoirs because he had lived a very interesting life, but he turned them down. He almost started to work on them in 1960, but he quit because they hired like a co-writer, you know what I mean, to do it with him, to write the book. And the co-writer got really disappointed when he showed up because for some reason he thought he was writing the memoirs of Moe Howard from the Three Stooges.
Classic mistake.
Classic
mix-up.
Yeah, he gets there and he's like, oh, you're not a Three Stooge.
This dude had like a way more interesting life.
No. So this co-writer like shows up all giddy and he's like, "Oh, who are you?" And Moe Berg is like, "Fuck this." Just as I'm not writing shit. And just
Yeah, if the guy's not doing like his homework on who he's writing on.
yeah. This guy was sent to him to do it.
Right.
Um,
It'd be like if we got invited on another podcast to talk about ourselves and they're like, wait, who are you?
oh, you're not hardcore history.
Yeah, you're not Dan Carlin.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Fucking about that, I guess.
You're a history podcaster named Dan.
Yeah.
Just figured you'd be Carlin.
So Berg died May 29th, 1972 at the age of 70. He in a fall at his sister's house.
That happens, man. Once you get to a certain age, you take that tumble. It's over.
It's done. Just one little. A nurse at the hospital said that his final words were, "How did the Mets do today?"
Did they lose?
Surprisingly, they won.
Well, the Mets they became a team in the 60s?
Yeah, they won the World Series in '69.
But as a franchise, they became like the Metropolitans.
I think in '60. That was an
60?
expansion year. Was '60. So
Okay.
they were the Miracle Mets in '69. Nolan Ryan's only ring.
But did they have like a previous team that
No.
became the Mets?
They were an expansion team.
All right. I didn't know if they why the fuck would he care about the Mets? Just being a New York team?
Yeah, I guess because his New York teams left. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, I thought that was odd too.
I was like, what's his connection to the Mets?
Yeah, wouldn't you ask about the White Sox or something?
Right. Like, I don't know. If you play the majority of your career somewhere, you would think they would become a fan of that team.
Yeah, they usually do.
Yeah.
You don't go back to your childhood team.
And especially when they didn't exist in your childhood.
They existed. So wait, hold on. He died in 1972, so they had existed for 12 years.
Yeah, that's like my dying words being, how did Austin FC do? Fuck if I cared.
Yeah.
Or like my hat right now, the Round Rock Express.
Yeah. How'd the Express do today? The nurse is
Did the
just
Express
like,
win?
he clearly has dementia. He's dying soon. It's over. He's never asked about the Mets once before. He was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by Harry Truman, but he declined to accept it because they wouldn't. Because he worked for the OSS, it was kind of like a secret. They were just like, he gets the Presidential Medal of Freedom for reasons.
Yeah, it's like you're almost putting him on blast out in the public.
Well, they just wouldn't. They wouldn't talk about the shit he worked on.
Yeah, so that would essentially just be them like exposing him.
Yeah,
Like, what's he getting this for? Okay, so he's intelligence.
yeah, but he wanted them to expose him. Like he wanted to be like, no, tell him what I did. I'm sweet.
I mean, that's why you get into it, right?
Right.
Every former CIA guy now just has a podcast or goes on a podcast and talks about all the rad shit they did.
Talks about everything.
Same with like SEALs.
Yeah.
SEALs love to talk.
You're just like on the highest security clearance missions.
Everyone that was involved in the Bin Laden raid just, can't shut their mouths.
But they peaked. I don't blame them. They're Moe Berg. They fucking peaked.
Yeah. So you want credit. No, I get it.
100%. After he died, his sister Ethel did request and accept the award on his behalf, and she donated it to the Baseball Hall of Fame, where it sits today. Moe Berg is the only baseball card on display at the CIA headquarters.
That's sweet. What's his rookie card go for?
I don't know. I would love to find a Moe Berg card.
You can get us a Moe Berg. It doesn't even have to be a rookie card. Any year card. We'll throw it on the set.
Yeah, 100. Actually, I'll look for one after the game. Casey Stengel, the manager of the Yankees, called him, quote, the strangest man to ever play baseball.
I think he was just, he had different avenues and different interests. There's plenty of guys like that now.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that makes you interesting. It's just like, oh, yeah, I mean, I play a child's game. It's not everything.
With my extremely adult brain.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's... Oh, and then also in 2018, a movie no one saw was made about him starring Paul Rudd.
What's it called?
The Catcher Was a Spy.
Okay. Paul Rudd plays him?
Paul Rudd plays Moe Berg, yeah.
Might have to do a watch along for that.
I've never seen it.
Add it to the list.
And it's, by the way, it's like a loaded cast, too. It's like
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti and, like, there's a bunch of people in it.
Did it come out in theaters?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
No one saw it. But yeah, that is the story of Moe Berg, the catcher, and the spy.
So The Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
What'd you learn today?
All about this dude. Had no idea who he was. At first, I thought it was going to be, for some reason, I forgot his name, but the guy that chased ambulances. And
I think that was Rube Woodell, but I'm not
yeah,
positive.
yeah. I think his name was Rube. So it was a Jake episode. I was a little worried. I was like, oh no, is this going to be a repeat?
Worried we had done this guy before, and I searched as much as I could and couldn't find it. So I was like, okay.
Man, we've been doing this show. We're going to go on year 6
Yeah.
in 2026. So
Yeah, holy shit. Feels like just yesterday.
I know. Maybe we'll blow up this year.
This is the year.
This is the year. People will go back, watch the archives, be like, wow, this is an entirely different show.
He kind of, yeah. Who's today's Hitler?
I'm going to go with us even wasting our time on the Italians.
FDR?
Yeah.
FDR is today's Hitler?
For trying to like hire Italian rocket scientists.
Yeah.
We didn't need them. They're pretty useless.
I think Ferry was useful, if I recall, but I don't know. A lot of wanting to get to them was because we thought they might have inside info on what the Germans were doing and how close they were to shit.
And they probably didn't.
They were like, oh, they tell us nothing. We went into the laboratory and they threw spaghetti at us and told us to leave. They laughed at us.
They're probably late.
They were, almost certainly they were late.
So the Germans were like, no, get the fuck out.
Yeah, you leave now. You're late. I don't want you here. You're a joke of a people.
Fun episode, though. Good episode.
Yeah,
I
Moe
liked
Berg.
it.
Dope dude. I think we should do a watch along for The Catcher Was a Spy
Let's do it.
with Paul. Rudd.
Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/softwarehistory. Lower tier, 2 episodes every week that drop Wednesday and Friday. And then we have an upper tier where we do a additional sports show.
And then bonus old content.
Sports show that covers like modern sports,
Yeah.
like things that are happening in real time.
Make picks and stuff like that.
Yep. And then, yeah, additional content as well. Some older stuff that we're kind of digging out of the archives.
Yep.
And then we're, releasing new stuff as well. Check out our sketches and our video on YouTube at Softcore History on YouTube.
Hell yeah. Got some new ones coming out.
Doing well.
Yeah, doing really well. Thank you for supporting them. Thank you for supporting us.
We love you guys.
See you later. For Darren Jester, I'm Rob Fox.
You just got soft serve.